Hello, people. Good evening. How are you today? This is Dr. Beena Wagle with another session of Wednesdays with Dr. Beena Wagle. And the topic that we have selected for today is called the burnout syndrome. Okay, so before we go to this topic, I'm waiting for a couple of people to join in who have requested me that I wait. So let's batiao zara. So this topic has been taken up today because of a lot of incidences of people coming up with this kind of symptoms. So it's a fairly recent phenomenon and पहले होता था, नहीं ऐसे नहीं, पहले भी burnout होता था, but that used to be very rare. Nowadays it's become fairly common. So the work-life balance and the work hours, the amount of work that you're doing is no longer restricted. It is no longer in a format. It spills over and a lot of people are complaining of these things. So पहले तो ये होता था कि either of the spouse used to complain कि आप वक्त नहीं देते हो, यू आर नॉट एट होम और यू आर नॉट अराउंड. अभी उल्टा होने लगा है, नाउ यू आर अराउंड बट तुम ध्यान नहीं देते बिकॉज यू आर सो टाइड अप विथ योर वर्क, बिकॉज कोविड फोर्स्ड अस टू सिट एट होम विथ आवर स्पाउसेस. एंड होता ये है कि वो घर में रह के भी इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू बी overworked and if you are going to be constantly doing something, you're occupied with something, you're preoccupied, then there are high chances that you may actually be going through burnout. Okay, so let's wait for a couple of people to join in who have requested me. They said that the questions they have sent, they need to see the answers. So ma'am, please don't start unless we are there. So tell me, how is the unlock happening for you people? Is it very smooth? Is it very even? Lots of COVID cases in and around my house or the workplace. So I think overall the number of cases are going up. People are becoming a little indifferent to it कि होना है तो होगा ही. It's not like पहले कैसे people were very scared, people were sitting in the house. अभी बाहर निकलना ज़रूरी हो गया है, but just make it a point to not get careless with what you're doing. So wearing your mask, sanitizing, not socializing, or virtual socializing makes sense, because if you are caught in it, it's going to be very tough. Akha families have got COVID and there's nobody to look after them. So it's becoming a very I would say a very difficult situation. So unless it's really important, avoid things which would make life risky for you. Okay, so let's begin with today's topic. The topic that we've chosen is burnout. Okay, the burnout syndrome, and we're going to discuss this topic in its entirety. So this is okay. Now let me make this very clear. It's a recent phenomenon. Okay, so you will probably not have lots of stuff about this, but I've tried to gather information as much is verifiable and as much as is researched. Okay, so let me begin as usual with a quote. And I think there are two quotes which really touched me when I read them. The first one says that burnout is nature's way of telling you that you're going through the motions, but your soul's departed. Okay, so करने के लिए कर रहे हो, जीने के लिए जी रहे हो. You're working for the sake of working. Your heart is not in it. Your soul is not in it. Okay, and when that keeps on repeatedly happening, you tend to burn out. That's the first quote that I really loved. And the second quote is, burnout happens when you avoid being a human being for a long time. Yeah, so when you think that you have superhuman qualities, मैं ये भी कर सकता हूँ, मैं वो भी कर सकता हूँ, सब कुछ मैं ही करूँगा, you end up burning out. Okay, so you have to realize you're a human being. You have to become human. Learn to delegate, learn to relegate work and delegate work to others too. Who knows, they might do it far better than you do. Okay, the world does not stop if one person is less. So don't let that one person be you. Yeah, be there, live sensibly and don't burn out. Okay, so let's begin with what is the definition of burnout. Burnout चीज होती क्या है? Okay, so burnout is a syndrome which results from chronic workplace stress. Okay, so now we are purely saying that this is related to your workplace stress. So when your workplace stress is extended for a long period of time, that's when burnout happens. And when this is not managed properly, it is characterized by certain things. So there are certain things that will happen when you are in burnout phase. Now what are those things? First is a feeling of exhaustion. So constantly feeling tired or run down or exhausted, or that's the word they will use. They will not say I'm feeling tired. They'll say अगदी गळल्यासारखं वाटतंय. That's the Marathi term. Or in Hindi they'll say बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मन नहीं कर रहा है कुछ भी करने का. या फिर in English they'll use the term I'm feeling exhausted or I'm feeling sapped. Okay, see the words, they in itself are indicative of the fact how deep this is. Okay, so feeling of exhaustion is the first point. The second point is increasing mental distance from your job. Okay, so you are unable to relate to your job like you would. So suppose if initially when you joined the job, you were loving the place, the way the vibe is, the way things are done, orders or everything. Suddenly you start feeling like, this is so wrong. I just can't relate to this. ये कितना गलत हो रहा है, या फिर it's so taxing. You start talking ill about your job. That is the second symptom. And the third symptom is a feeling of negativism or cynicism at your job. So you will feel cynical. Yeah, मैंने नहीं किया तो क्या हुआ, कोई और कर लेगा types. You start taking things for granted, or you start becoming very cynical, or you start feeling very negative about your job. Okay, so these are the primary. It's a syndrome, right? So it's a collection of symptoms. Now, if these symptoms are present along with chronic workplace stress, then you know for sure that you're on the way to burnout. Okay, let me say a quick hello to all the people who are here. Let me tell you people, it means a lot that even on a busy day like today, you guys are there with me and listening and encouraging me. Rupali Dhume Borkar, hello Rupali, so nice to see you. Aparna Bhobe, hello. Dharmesh Sibaluk, nice to see you. Rupali Tushar Shinde, hi Rupali. Gandhar Kolhatkar, hi Gandhar. Pushkaraj Deshpande, hello. Chetan Kukolyekar, hello. Nice to see you people here. This is a very important topic, and I'm sure if not you, you might be having people in the vicinity who are going through this. Okay, so listen, implement, and see that it doesn't affect your near and dear ones or you yourself. Okay, so we discussed about the definition of burnout. Now we come to, is burnout a mental illness? Do you think it's a mental illness? How many of you feel it is a mental illness? Can I get some thumbs up if you are listening to me, if I'm visible and if you can see me clearly? Okay. Yeah. So now we are talking about, is burnout a mental illness? No, burnout is not a mental illness, but it has factors of mental and emotional exhaustion. Okay, there is cynicism, there is negativity. Okay, there is a lot of pouring over which is happening. So because of this, it could be a mental health concern. It is not a mental illness, but it could lead to mental illness. Okay, so this is why it is very important to recognize what is mental burnout. Okay, now there are 5 stages. Okay, like a normal marriage, burnout also has 5 stages. Okay, अब now you start relating to what I'm saying. ठीक है, so शादी जब नई नई होती है ना, So what do you start feeling? It's that wonderful rosy honeymoon phase, right? So the first phase here in burnout also is called the rosy honeymoon phase. Now what happens in the honeymoon phase is you start your job. You love everything about the job. Oh, the office is so nice. Oh, the staff is so nice. I love doing my work. Everything is so rosy and so nice, okay? This goes on for some time. So everything you like is there in that job. After that comes the second phase. The second phase is onset of stress. So dhire, it starts creeping on you. Slowly you realize that, yeah, this place is not that very positive. Or, the work is not exactly what I had thought it would be. Or the way people behave is not exactly what I would want them to behave like. Okay. So this is where slowly onset of stress starts. So you start thinking, अरे ये तो वो नहीं था जो मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था. तो शादी में भी यही होता है ना, जब शादी करनी होती है तब लड़की या लड़का जो भी है, you start thinking, अरे nobody like this person, oh such a awesome person, and then you suddenly realize इसकी तो ये एक तो बात है, ये बात तो मुझे खटकती है, या ये बात मुझे अच्छी नहीं लगती है. Okay, so first onset. Okay, then you come to the next, the third stage. The third stage is where you call it burnout. Now, classically, what happens in burnout is all these things start piling up. Okay, so you are not happy with your job. You're overburdened. You are working beyond your capacity. You are working in such a manner that you're trying to compensate. You're no longer enjoying your work. Okay, you're doing work for the sake of work. You're doing work because you need that job. You're doing work because you need that money. You're doing work because you have to do it. Okay, so when this is what is happening, you're pulling on. Okay, तुम खींच रहे हो, तुम जी नहीं रहे हो, तुम खींच रहे हो इसको. So that is when you start feeling the symptoms of burnout. Now, this is stage 3. Okay. So burnout, maybe there are types of burnout. So first you have physical burnout, then you have mental or emotional, mental burnout, then you have emotional burnout. So these 3 factors are there. Okay. So that is followed by shame and doubt. Okay, am I really equipped to do this? I can't do a job at all. I'm not equipped to do anything at all. I can't be successful. So shame and doubt start coming in. Okay, then you have cynicism and carelessness. There comes a stage where you feel, छोड़ना, मैं नहीं करूँगी तो कोई और कर लेगा, या फिर मुझसे ज़्यादा कोई अच्छा और कर लेगा, या फिर you become careless ना, डेडलाइन आज नहीं है ना, डेडलाइन is, let me just let it procrastinate, let it be, and suddenly things start building up and become like an avalanche which will smother you. Okay, so that is how this happens. And the last step, that is failure, helplessness and crisis. That's because that avalanche is coming towards you. Now it has piled up so much, it has become so much that you can't fight it. Okay, you cannot fight it, you cannot win it, so it becomes overpowering, it is very burdening, and that's when you realize that you're actually burning out. Okay, so in the final stage, when there is failure, there is helplessness and there is crisis, that's when you realize that you're burning out. Okay, and then comes the last stage, or the chronic or habitual burnout. When you are surviving this burnout, you persist with the burnout for a long time, it becomes part and parcel of your life and it affects you. Okay, let me say a quick hello. I see a lot of new people joining in, and let me say a quick hello to them. Mahendra Kakodkar, hello. Pradnya Bargode Vagar, hi Pradnya, good to see you. Dulcie, how nice to see you. Manjari Bhatkande, pleasure to have you in the audience. Manpreet Bamra, good to see you, Manpreet. Josna Kamath, hello. Kalpana Iyer ma'am, so nice to see you. Manali Kamath. Amruta Chaubal, hi Amruta. Oh, you missed the topic. No, you didn't miss. We just started a few minutes back. The topic we are doing today, Amruta, is the burnout syndrome. Okay, so we just started a few minutes back. We did what's the definition of burnout. We also covered whether burnout is a mental illness. And now we are doing the stages of burnout. So just to give you a quick review, there are 5 stages. I compared burnout to a marriage. जहाँ पे the first stage is the honeymoon stage, where everything is nice, everything is perfect, just made for you kind of thing, where you join your job. Then slowly you start realizing that things are not actually what they seem, or actually what you had expected it to be. So that is the stress onset stage. The third stage is where you actually feel the burnout. Now what happens is you have mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, emotional detachment. With this, you have doubt and shame, and then with that you have cynicism, carelessness, and then in the last stage where you really start experiencing the burn, it happens that you feel failure, you feel it's a crisis situation, you feel helpless, I can't handle this. Okay, so this is the burnout stage, and when this becomes part and parcel of your life for a long time, okay, you're living with it, you're coping with it because of various reasons. I can't miss this job, or I need this job to survive, or to pay my bills, or whatever reason, then that is becoming a chronic burnout syndrome. Okay, so that's what we did so far, Amrita. I hope you caught on. So what are the causes? Now, what are the causes for burnout? Okay, ये अभी क्यों हो रहा है? Why is burnout happening? What exactly is causing this burnout? So let me break it down for you and make it very simple. Okay, so the simple way to do it is the causes. There are 5 causes. ठीक है? So 5 causes में the first one is workload. Okay, so workload, when you take on too much of work beyond your capacity, or you volunteer, you think that you can cope with things. Okay, and मैं कर लूँगी, वो नया नया जब रहता है ना, you want to make an impression, so you start taking up too much, then more than you can swallow. The bite is more than you can swallow. So this is where you are overloading with your work. Okay, your workload is increasing. Second is your over volunteering, or third is people who think that they can do it best and nobody can do it as good as them. It's an OCD, it's a sort of a control thing, so जितने अच्छे से मैं कर सकती हूँ ना, nobody can do it, so I will do everything. I will do this also, and I will do that also, and I will try to do this also. So when you start overloading yourself, that is when you have giving yourself a reason to be burnt out. Okay, so that's the first thing, workload. Second is lack of control. Okay, so lack of control क्या होता है? How do you say lack of control causes burnout? Lack of control, so you don't realize when you have to stop, where you have to stop, or how much you have to do and not do. Okay, so when you don't realize that that small fine line of control where you have to say, okay, now my work is done for today, I'm going to stop. Oh, okay, my working hours are over and this can be done tomorrow. Okay, or okay, this is not a priority, it can wait. जब तुम ये नहीं कर पा रहे हो, when you keep on doing something, अगर machine भी होवे and you keep on using it, at some point it burns out. Right? So similarly, human machinery also burns out after a point. So you should know when to control. So when that lack of control is there, you will burn out. Okay. Third is reward. Okay, now this is a very sad thing in especially in India, that people who work for long hours are considered workers. They are sincere, they are working for. There's a nice ad which I saw, where there's a video and one person says मैं निकल जा रहा हूँ office से or something like that, and somebody says आज जल्दी, so he says, see, I came on time, I finished my work on time, and I'm leaving on time. Is that wrong? So that is exactly what I want to say here. So if you're being rewarded in your company or your workplace because of the amount of work you're doing, or you're overdoing your work, that is the wrong way to reward somebody. Okay, so reward, promotions, more time put in is more sincerity is wrong. This is one cause for causing burnout. Okay. The fourth reason, the fourth reason is community. हाँ, जो हाल फिलहाल में अपने लोग हैं आजू बाजू वाले, they have a lot of expectations from you. Oh, you're already 6 years into the job, so you're not got promoted. Oh, you're still on a small car, you haven't got a sedan, or I thought you would be living in a better area now, or I thought you would have a 2-bedroom because you've come up in life, or in 6 years is a long time. So people will build community pressure on you. So unsaid pressure, unspoken words, unspoken expectations, so these also cause a lot of burnout. Or people say that अभी अच्छा इस साल आपने foreign vacation नहीं किया, क्यों salary cut हो गई है क्या, no increase or what? So these things are just things that you should ignore. Okay, societal pressures or societal community pressures should be avoided at all costs. Okay, the last point or the last cause for burnout is mismatched values. Okay, so when you join a company, okay, you have, or you start your own thing, you have a dream. ठीक है, तुम एक आइडियल लेके ज्वाइन करते हो कि मुझे ये करना है बिकॉज आई लव डूइंग दिस, और बिकॉज आई थिंक आई कैन मेक a difference in life, or I can make contribute to society. ऐसा एक कुछ ideal रहता है मन में. Okay, and then what happens is, as you learn the drudgery of the job, you slowly start losing all these ideals. You start becoming like a robot, mechanical, and that is when your values and the values that the job expects from you don't match. And when that happens, you start losing interest in your job. You start becoming cynical, you start becoming sarcastic, you get bored at your work, and that's when burnout sets in. Okay, so these are the causes of burnout. And now let me say a quick hello to the people who've joined me later, and let me see if there are any questions which have been addressed. Priya Hari, hi Priya, so nice to see you. You're so far and yet we are connected thanks to Facebook. Rupali Dhume says, hello, great topic. Yeah, Rupali, it's a very nice topic, and it's a very relevant topic. It's also happening to most people, and we don't realize that we are burning out. So I thought that this topic should be addressed. Thank you so much for liking the topic. I also see Mr. Shekhar Amin. Namaste. Akshada Kaunte, so good to see you. Okay, so far we've done what is burnout, the burnout syndrome, what are the causes of burnout syndrome. We have seen the stages of burnout, and now we'll come to diagnosis of burnout. तो diagnosis generally doctors करते हैं, but आजकल Google से पूछो तो Google सब बता देता है, right? So don't go to Dr. Google, just try to assess this for yourself. It's very simple. If you understand the basis of any ailment, then you know what is what. Okay, so the first thing that any person who is burning out, how do you diagnose, is this person is exhausted or this person is tired, and it will show in every feature of that person's body. Like his expression will be bored, tired, sleepy, as if you've walked for nights together, not slept. Okay, so harried expression, frizzy hair, burnt out look, eyes will be sunken. Okay, then the second thing will be that this is the physical thing, what I told you. Even their movements will be slow. They will complain of aches and pains. It will be like, very vague aches and pains. You don't know. There is no reason for that ache and pain, but it's there. Okay, so this is the primary sign to diagnose that someone is suffering from burnout. The second one is emotional detachment. Okay, emotional detachment, or making very sarcastic comments about the work or the work colleagues. Okay, so the work that you were enjoying, the colleagues who are your good friends or your besties, suddenly you start finding faults with them. Okay, you make very sarcastic comments. हाँ उसका तो क्या है, उसको ऐसे ही promotion मिल जाता है, and stuff like that. So it's not you, okay, but you start doing these things. So this is another short diagnosis that this person is probably going through burnout. Okay, so exhaustion on the physical basis, emotionally disinterested or detached. Third is feeling meaningless or useless. Okay, so you start thinking, मेरा क्या, मैं हूँ नहीं हूँ, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है at this place of work, या फिर in the scheme of events, मैं नहीं हूँगा, कोई और कर लेगा types. So you start feeling meaningless, or you start feeling useless. Okay, the fourth point is where work takes precedence over everything else. So as a compensatory mechanism, what you start doing is you start overworking. Okay, so you put in more hours, actually you're doing less, your output is less, but your input or your work hours is increasing. That's because you're not focused, you're not enjoying that. What you would have done in half an hour's time, now you're using 2 or 3 hours to do it. So you are actually overutilizing time and productivity is decreasing. So this is a very sad thing. So this is a sure shot diagnosis of burnout. The last one is where you start making mistakes, so you start making mistakes in probably the calculations or in the wording or in the way you deal with people. You come across as snappish or you come across as not friendly. So these are things which can easily help diagnose that somebody is going through burnout or is probably being burned out. Okay, now how do you remedy this? Okay, so this topic doesn't have really too much to tell or to really discuss about, but because it is on the rise, it is becoming a very how do I say it, it's becoming a very in disease nowadays. That's the reason I thought I should take it up now. करें क्या, अब पता है चलो बर्नआउट हो रहे हैं, तो इसका हम कर क्या सकते हैं? ठीक है, तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट स्टेप बाय स्टेप थोड़ा आसान तरीके से करते हैं. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू इज यू नीड टू प्रायोरिटाइज. ओके, प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट बनाना सीखो. व्हाट इज ऑफ utmost importance, that needs to be done first. If it is not that important, place it down. So this goes, you can make it for yourself, nobody else can plan this for you. And if you're a student and if this is happening to you, the nearest person who can help you are your parents or maybe your coach or your mentor. But at your workplace, if you're looking for this kind of thing, then you are the best person to do this. So you can sit with your team and discuss, okay, what needs to be done, what is my priority, what needs to be done urgently, what is not so urgent, what is less urgent, what is not at all urgent. So scheduling and prioritizing will help you reduce burnout. Okay, second is delegating work. Now this is very, very important. So the reason that winning is teamwork is because everybody has something that they are very good at. No one person is completely equipped to do everything. Okay, so if you can trust people and if you can delegate your work to them, nothing like it. Because one, you will enjoy your work. Two, that person enjoys his or her work because they are good at it. And thirdly, the outcome is going to be something much better than if one person stresses and stretches and does everything. Okay, so it's a pleasure to delegate work and see it done much better than what probably you could do yourself. So always bounce off ideas, delegate work, appreciate new talent, learn to learn to work with people. I always say we grow together. So for growing together, you need to have people. See, you can have an idea, but then you never know if someone can do better than you, right? So it's always better to delegate work. Okay, leave work at the workplace, please do not bring it home. But आजकल तो ये सीन है कि आप घर से ही काम कर रहे हैं, work from home is the new normal. Tab you have to be very careful that your work life doesn't spill over into your personal life. Okay, so normally if you were doing a 9 to 5 job and at 5:30 you would leave your workplace and move home, do the same thing right now. Okay, probably because you're working from home and there is pressure to do a little more, you can give yourself 1 hour extra. But beyond that, see that you do not cut into your relaxation time or your family time or your time with your friends or your reading time. So that there used to be a pattern to your life before this happened, right? Go back. Do not mix things. Don't make it a cocktail. Yeah, cocktails are difficult to digest for people. So try and hold a balance between your activities like it was before. Be firm about your needs. Okay, so अगर तुमको लगता है कि तुम इतना ही कर सकते हो, no matter who is pressurizing you or what is happening, for the fear of approval or for the fear of losing your job, if you're going to lose your mental sanity and not be going to be able to do that job any which ways, does it matter? can you not say, okay, if this is not as important about to be done today, we can do it tomorrow, can we? So it's just that you're not doing everything at one go and you're avoiding burnout. Okay, quite possible, anybody can do this. Okay, learn to say no. This is something that is very important. You do not have to be impolite, you do not have to be rude, you do not have to be arrogant to say no. Okay, you can say no in a very very polite, in a very very normal way. So if you decide on the agenda for the day, at the end of it you can always say, okay, it's the end of the day, this was on agenda but we are not being able to fulfill it, so maybe we put in a little more extra time tomorrow, or we work on it as and when we get the time, but right now let's close it, let's call it a wrap. That's not difficult. Yeah, so you will work better when you take breaks, you will work better, more efficiently when you take that break. Instead, if you pull on, you will resent it, you will hate it, and you will not end up doing the work at all. Yeah, next one, take unplugged time off with your loved ones. Now this is something which is very difficult for all of us. Aajkal na, if we are enjoying a moment, first thing we need to do is click pictures. Why? Because we need to put it on social media to show how much we are enjoying. Okay, or if you are eating a good meal, we need to click a picture. Yeah, because you need to show people that, oh, I'm enjoying such a good meal. So theory mein, the work or the moment that you're supposed to enjoy is lost in clicking of the pictures. Yeah, so rather than keeping yourself hooked to to the media or social media or digital media, why don't you just take it off, unplug, put it off, and enjoy some time, some quality time with your family and doing things that you genuinely like doing. Yeah, you don't have to, in fact I feel that the people with whom you don't post pictures, or you don't have a lot of social advertising, are the best times that you spend, because you've enjoyed yourself so much that you've forgotten to take the pictures. Yeah, so make a note, just think and unplug, digitally unplug once your work is done, because most of us are working online, so that's not possible to do when you're working. But when you are off work, please try to do this, that helps. Okay, schedule recess time. So जैसे स्कूल में recess होता था, where you take time off, that is a time to play and get tired and physically exhaust yourself. So take a small recess in between your work. That's very very important. Okay, when schools were invented and teaching was taught and work was given to students, recess was given with a reason. That is the mind cooling space, right? That is for physical activity, so that you start feeling good. Yeah, so recess is important for us even as we work. Be mindful and live in the moment. तो जब काम कर रहे हो, focus on the work. Once you're off that work, focus on your life, focus on your health, focus on living in the moment, enjoying a cup of tea, or enjoying a good book or a good song. Feel happy, hum to yourself, have a shower, learn a new hobby. There are so many things that are happening around us, bird song, new plants which have come up. Take some time off, appreciate all these things. Yeah. And the last one, that is the point is, pursue your passions. So भूले बिसरे जो किसी को एक्टिंग करना था, किसी को गाना गाना था, किसी को पोइट्री लिखनी थी, या किसी को अपने खुद के आउटफिट्स डिज़ाइन करने थे, अब तो टाइम ही नहीं मिलता. वी हैव अ वेरी वैलिड एक्सक्यूज, नो टाइम टू डू एनीथिंग. सो व्हेन देयर इज नो टाइम, you have convenience. Online सब कुछ मिलता है. So you finish your work, you sit online again and you browse through all the sites. So in the process, your mental cooling or your mental unplugging is not happening, and that is the reason people are ending up with burnout. Yeah. So burnout is becoming more because of everything being done online. Yeah, so switch off. After some time, switch off. Let me say a quick hello to the new people who have joined, and let me see, I see a couple of comments here. Oh. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I just switched it by mistake. Sandesha Lad, hello, good to see you. Neelam Khaunte, nice to see you. Shashwati Dhoraji, so Cute of you. Join. Amruta Chaubal, you like the topic? Thank you, Amruta. Abhijit Shrivishram Rege. I'll share this to create awareness, hoping that you don't mind. Oh, I'll be most obliged. Thank you so much, Shrivishram. Abhijit Shrivishram Rege. Thank you so much. Smita, you got late. No problem. You can watch the video later. But I hope you can relate. We are talking about burnout, and we've come to the last part where we are talking about remedies for burnout. How do you remedy the burnout part? Okay. Mangesh Benkale, hi. Good to see you. Wonderful explanation. Thank you, Mr. Amin. Purva Kavankar, hello. Anuprita said, thank you, Anuprita, for joining. Perfect start. Yes, burnout with being online. True, it's such a menace nowadays, So a lot of people and a lot of patients are coming up with burnout and complaints about burnout now. So I thought this time we should take up this topic. Hi, Purva. Good to see you. Yeah, so now we already discussed about how you remedy burnout on a whole. Now, especially with working from home, how do you burn out? Now, somebody had asked the question that I work from home, and how do you suggest that I avoid burnout? Okay, so especially if you're working from home, when you wake up in the morning, immediately after waking up, do not start work. So most of us, what we do is we tend to sleep late. We wake up just about 15-20 minutes before, brush, have a cup of tea, and fatafat sit and start our work. Then breakfast is delayed. Then breakfast gets delayed. There is no time for exercise. When there is no time for exercise, your body is not really prepped and ready to face the challenges of work. Breakfast is delayed, your cortisol hormone is increasing, you're feeling stressed. It shows in the way you tackle your work, and then you get some negative feedback and it worsens the thing. So as far as possible, try to sleep on time. Wake up, like if you had to go to office, wake up on time, do a little bit of exercise. I'm not saying you really need to go out of your house and walk. Simple thing, climb the stairs 2 times, or just do some stretching exercises. Have your cup of tea, Shanti say, have your breakfast, have a shower, and get ready and sit. Even if it's sitting in front of the screen, see that you make that effort, because mentally that prepares your body and mind for work. What we do is, quickly we'll just wear a short or something and just sit in front of the screen. क्या पता चलेगा मैं नहाया हूँ कि नहीं नहाया हूँ, या फिर क्या पता चलेगा breakfast कर रहा हूँ कि नहीं कर रहा हूँ. I'm just, my video is off. Don't do that. Yeah. Another thing is, when you're not working, in your non-working days or your non-working hours, see that you do a digital detox. Do not scan कि मेरे colleagues क्या कर रहे हैं, who's enjoying life, who's going out. I'm working and they are not working. Do not compare. Yeah, so do a complete digital detox. Avoid social media. Read, paint. Do all the stuff that you do for de-stressing. We've done the de-stressing video. For the ones who have missed it, you can watch it on Dr. Beena Wagle YouTube channel. So there are a lot of de-stressing things that we said. You could do gardening. घर पे हो तो घर पे gardening करो. Do a small plant patch. या फिर learn to cook. Clean your house. Do something. So you're completely switched out from your workplace. What you do at work, you should not be doing in your non-working hours. Learn something new. So the third point is learn something new, something that interests you, or something that is your hobby which you've given up, because of lack of time. So work from home ke liye specific things to avoid burnout. That was a question somebody asked me, and because of paucity of time, I have included that here. Now, there was another question that somebody had asked, and that question was, how soon do you recover from burnout if you have burnout? Okay, so burnout is not रामबाण दवाई कोई नहीं होता इसका कि आज लिया कल ठीक हो जाओगे. So if you have a headache, you take a painkiller and you're fine. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Okay, burnout is subjective. It can last for days, years, months. It's different for each person. So nobody can tell you that, okay, ये दवाई ले लो and you'll be fine. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Because back you will go into the same situation. Back you will go into the same work. Back you will go into the same pressure. Yeah. So if you cannot detox, then you will not be able to recover from burnout. And burnout, nobody can predict the timeline for recovery from burnout, okay? But once you, having said that, let me also say this, that once you recognize that you're burning out and you take positive measures towards it, you will definitely learn to recognize when burnout is coming on, and you will be able to take corrective measures. So that educating yourself and knowing yourself is more important than actually recovering or recovery time from the burnout, okay? The third question also was something which I've inculcated into the techniques. When you can't take a break from your work, what do you do? How do you avoid burnout? This is a question which Mr. Peter has asked. And Mr. Peter, I hope you're listening. So, when you can't take a break from work, how do you do it? Okay, ये हम सबका इशू होता है कि काम धंधा छोड़ के तो ये हम नहीं कर सकते ना. आप लेक्चर बहुत मारोगी, लेकिन हम करेंगे कैसे? So this is for all of you. So make your work hours very clear and very fixed. Okay, so if you're in a 9 to 5 job, you cannot be working at 9 o'clock in the night. Yeah, so at that time, learn to, unplug, निकल जाओ वहाँ से. You have to virtually get out of that workspace. Also, don't let work spill over. So हम लोग कितना especially people who cook in the house, I wouldn't say housewives, otherwise people who work out like me also cook. So when we are cooking, we are so careful कि दूध गिरे नहीं. हाँ, इसमें बहुत सी चीज़ें होती हैं. It's not only about wastage of milk, it's about the cleanup procedure after that. ये बहुत टाइम जाता है उसमें. So we are very careful that it doesn't spill over. Similarly with your work, be very careful that it doesn't spill over into your family time or into your own me time, So make that conscious break, okay? Have some me time for yourself. So even if you're overworked, you take some time off, sit and relax. Listen to a good song or your favorite song, or play an instrument, or do something that makes you feel happy, genuinely happy, okay? Not because everybody is listening to, okay, now many people come and tell me, I started doing meditation and it's helped me. And this person is so worked up, so restless. I do not know, how can you meditate if your mind is not at ease? So just going through the steps of meditation is not meditation, mind you. You're fooling yourself thinking that I'm doing meditation and it's working for me, okay? So just going through the steps of meditation doesn't mean meditation. Meditation is consciously when your mind relaxes, that is meditation. It could be simply sitting and playing with Play-Doh, but if you feel relaxed at the end of it, that is meditation. Meditation is not a set of steps that you go through, or so many hours, or such and such a time of a day. Okay, so please do not say that I'm meditating and I have I've overcome my stress and I'm very relaxed, and after 2 days again you come up and you say I'm stressed. No, that is not working. Okay, so indulge in talking about it. Now this is a very, very important thing, people. We will always highlight our positives, but if we are feeling stressed, or if we are feeling that coping is becoming difficult, or we are getting loaded with work, we will not talk about it. Why? Because it's a frailty, it's a weakness. I'm sorry, it is not. If you're being overburdened with your work, learn to speak up. Say that I cannot do this. You are saving yourself months, hours and years of trauma and torture. Okay, where you go through that whole phenomenon of doubting yourself and questioning your success and thinking, am I equipped to do this? You're being overworked. So just recognize it, okay? Also take up a hobby, take a walk, many things. So while you're at work, and if you can't take break from the work, at least do these things and save yourself, okay? Mr. Peter, I hope this has helped you. Do let me know. Okay, now coming to the part which is most controversial. So many people ask me कि आप homeopath हो, लेकिन आप homeopathy के बारे में तो कुछ बताते नहीं हो. So yes, your short I can tell you, we have numerous remedies, okay? Numerous remedies for burnout on different levels, different causes. So public speakers, when they burn out, we have remedies. We have Argentum metallicum, we have Argentum nitricum. These are just names of remedies. If they do not match your symptoms, they will not give you relief. So unless you go to a good homeopath, do not implement them. But yes, then there are there are remedies for people who have repeatedly been giving exams, so they get examination funk, they get panicky before their exams, there is examination stress. So there are remedies for this. So we have remedies like Atuza, we have remedies like Gilsemium, we have remedies, we have n number of remedies for this. Okay, so there are remedies for people who have been constantly harassed at work, insulted, criticized, not given their due. So there are remedies like Staphysagria. There are remedies like Thuja. There are remedies like tobacco, where a person is overworked so much, and just to keep up with everything, they start smoking. They start taking a lot of chai. So there is tobacco. There is Nux vomica. There is Moxol. There are remedies like Lycopodium natrum for people who have lost their confidence because of overwork, or because of questioning their continuously, overworked, and they start questioning their aptitude, whether they are really equipped to do this. So we have remedies for that. We have remedies like arsenic alb for people who are very perfect. They have to be perfect all the time, and that perfection really tears them away. So there are a lot of remedies. There are good homeopaths around. Consult a good homeopath. Burnout can definitely be remedied with homeopathy. So where I know my system is foolproof, I will definitely talk about it. And yes, I'm most open to you people approaching me too. So this brings me to the end of my talk on the burnout syndrome. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm going to go and say a quick hello to the people who have joined me. Kapil Sinai Borkar. Okay, hello Kapil, good to see you. I see somebody who has sent a request to me. I don't know if this person wants to join me. Let me just check. Aparna Hede, you've sent a request to join me on the screen. Are you sure? Do you want to? I'm going to approve it, and you can maybe. Hi Pallavi, good to see you. We're almost at the end of our talk. The topic was burnout, and we discussed everything about. Thank you, Pallavi. We discussed everything about the symptoms of burnout. Okay, so I guess गलती से हो गया है. Um, Okay, so we spoke about burnout at extensively. For those who have joined in little late and who have missed out, this video is going to be on my YouTube channel. It's called Dr. Beena Wagle, and you can watch it at your own convenience whenever you're free, and or when you feel the need to watch it and to know about that topic. So the channel is Dr. Beena Wagle on YouTube. Do subscribe, like, and if you like the video, please share it so that people benefit with it. Somebody just asked me the other day, can we share your videos? Of course, as long as you're sharing it for the purpose that somebody is going to be benefiting from it, you're most welcome. I would be obliged with people who share the video, because I believe that that's the way of learning. If you learn something and it helps you, you should share it so that others benefit from it. That's the way we all benefit and we grow together. Okay, so a quick mention for a big thank you to those people who have messaged, those people who have constantly supported me, who have asked numerous questions, who are always there in my audience, and I look forward to seeing them in the audience. It makes me so much happier to see you. My colleagues, a few of us, few of my school friends, my relatives, so many of you, and a lot of patients, a lot of friends, some people unknown but who have become friends because of Facebook Live. So thank you so much. Teh dil se thank you. Manapasna, खूप thank yous. My Marathi sucks. So keep learning, keep sharing. Uh, Take care of yourselves. It's very important. And do suggest the topics that you want me to take up. And here's me signing off from Wednesdays with Dr. Beena Wagle this Wednesday. Let's meet next Wednesday with a new topic. And till then, stay safe, take care of yourselves. Much love. Bye bye.